Mamelodi Sundowns announced their arrival on the global stage with a gritty 1-0 over South Korea's Alton HG in their opening FIFA Club World Cup encounter on Tuesday night. At the Inter and Core Stadium in Orlando, Florida, the South African champions climbed to the summit of Group F, following the goalless stalemate between European giants Borussia Dortmund and South American heavyweights Fluminense earlier in the day. Ikram Reyners was the hero of the night, netting the game's only the goal in the 36th minute after a moment of Brazilian brilliance from Lucas Ribeiro, whose defense-splitting pass found the Cape Town-born striker lurking in the box. Reyners coolly poked home to hand Sundowns a deserved lead, and with it, the superior man of the match accolade. However, it was Kino Cupido who etched his name into the hearts of the travelling faithful with a heroic goal line clearance in the dying moments. As Alsen launched a desperate final attack from the right flank, a shot slipped past goalkeeper Ronwen Williams and appeared destined for the net, until Cupido, with the reflexes of a seasoned defender and the spirit of redemption, flung himself across the turf to keep Sundowns' lead intact. The moment carried a poetic twist. Cupido's father, Greg, famously scored an own goal in the 1986 Wednesday Cup final, handing Sundowns a win over Jomo Cosmos. His son, almost 4 decades later, ensured victory for the same club with a tackle that echoed across generations. Miguel Cardoso's men were full of flair and confidence in the opening stages. Just 23 seconds in, other sails had a chance cleared off the line as Sundowns signaled their attacking intent. They dominated early possession, but their insistence on audacious, high-risk passes occasionally invited pressure, with Themba Zwane conceding a dangerous free kick on the edge of the area. Fortunately, Alsen failed to capitalize as Dejan Bojanic wasted the opportunity. Zwane, a surprise inclusion after being sidelined for the CAF Champions League final, played with a renewed hunger but was part of Sundowns' midfield that often teetered on the edge between creativity and carelessness. Reyners appeared to have scored twice more in the first half, but VAR intervened on both occasions. His first disallowed goal came just before the half-hour mark from a corner, ruled out for handball. Minutes later, he was again denied after a marginal offside in the build-up to another slight combination with Ribeiro. The match was delayed for over an hour due to lightning threats, forcing the players to return to the dressing rooms after the initial walkout. Yet the interruption seemed to galvanize rather than unsettle the Brazilians. Before the break, Tebogo Mokoena nearly doubled the lead with a trademark thunderbolt from a free kick, only for Alsen's keeper H.W. Cho to deny him with a punch over the bar. In a nervy moment, right before half-time, Divine Lunga came to Sundowns' rescue, heading clear a lobbed effort from Singh Boom Ko that had drawn Williams off his line. The second half was more measured, with Alshan pushing forward in search of an equalizer, but Sundowns' defense, marshalled superbly by Kupit and Lunga, held firm. Sundowns' triumph marks a historic milestone in their Club World Cup journey, their first ever group stage win in the revamped format against a seasoned Asian champion. With their tactical discipline, attacking chemistry, and moments of individual brilliance, the Brazilians made it clear they are not in the United States to merely make up the numbers. Next up for Cardoso's charges are Borussia Dortmund and Fluminense, and on current evidence, neither will the African champions an easy hurdle to overcome. Sundowns have laid down a marker the world is watching, and the Brazilians from Pretoria are ready to dance. Meanwhile, the Alsen HG head coach Kim Pan-gon has reacted to his team's 1-0 loss to Mamelodi Sundowns in the FIFA Club World Cup. According to Newspim, Pan-gon's decision to switch from his usual back four to a back three backfired as the team failed to capitalize on the defense-first strategy. Speaking after the game, the Alsen HG coach Kim responded to his team's defeat and said there were positives to take from the performance, and said I expected more aggressive runs from Monseng and Gustav Ludwigsen. Did show some good moments. Despite the disappointment, we created some good chances in the first half, and I'm thinking positively. He added that both players are aggressive and we had a strong centre backs, so we had to take some risks on the flanks. The first goal was regrettable and there were organizational issues with the team. If we can improve that, I believe three-back system has a potential. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more sports news.